Alright Auto Buddies, David here from Played Out. Here comes another review from the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron trilogy. This time around we're going to be looking at a new release, the Autobot Alphastrike Counter Force. This all sounds terribly impressive, but it's just the Transformers postal service. On the front of the box you've got some awesome artwork, a little more on the side. Going round back, you can see the figures that are included within. G2 Sideswipe, Slamdance and Trenchfoot. Going back round front, turning on the blacklight, we're looking for a secret message that you can decode, so you enter this in on the website and it releases some content. This one does say Intel, however, when you enter it into the website at the moment, it's not been activated just yet. Enough of all of that, get them out the box! Their instructions come here. So we'll just take these guys out of their restraints. Firstly, let's take a look at Sideswipe. On first impressions, I think it looks brilliant. His G2 colour scheme is doing him all the favours. You can get a lot of posability out of him. He feels very well made. If James Bond was a robot that could turn into a sports car, this would be it. Let's compare him to his G1 friend. This is his first release here. This is how he appeared in G1. And here's his brand new release, how he appears in G2. The paint application is pretty much the same throughout, except yeah, his weapons are a bit more basic with just a full block of red plastic there and black for the shoulder, whereas this guy has silver with like black accents on both the gun and the launcher. A difference being where this guy has silver dry brushing on these panels here and his middle section, this guy's just got a little bit of like these black smudges just at the bottom of his feet and none here. But yeah, everywhere this guy is red, this guy is black. Everywhere this guy is black, this guy is red. Alright, not everywhere, not everywhere. The wheels are black on both. But yeah, moving over to the back, see his windscreen here, red, black. Both versions do look very nice, but the G2 one pips the G1 one for me. So, winner, victorious! He stands about 4.5 inches tall. I think they've done a very good job with the head sculpt. I like the expression on his face, his blue eyes, and the shape of the helmet itself. His head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far, a tiny little bit. He can look down that far. Rotates 360. His arms rotate 360. They go up at the side that high. Part of his transformation, it can bend back like so. His elbow has a single point of articulation where it bends up, not down. His fist just rocks into the space there slightly as part of his transformation. Here you cannot swivel it. His waist, full swivel. His legs can go out to the side, front and back, fully 90 degrees. Can bend his knees. His foot doesn't have any down action, but part of the transformation does have a little bit of up and some side to side. As he's pretty much exactly the same figure, his transformation is identical to the previous one, but as I've not reviewed that yet, I will show you now. side by side of him with his G1 companion. Yeah, they look really nice. Moving on to the second figure in this set, we have Slamdance. In Generation 1 there were a pair of cassettes, one of them turned into a jet and the other one turned into a tank. Then the pair could combine to form the larger robot. The difference being is that the tank made up the torso and the jet made up the legs. You've probably noticed that this figure looks a lot like Skytread, the figure I did in my last review, the only difference being the head sculpt. Skytread, Slamdance. Now that together you can see the Autobot Slamdance with his blue top and red legs, and the Decepticon Skytread with his maroon top and brown legs. They also have differences on the cockpit area with the paint application and the symbols. With Slamdance's Autobot symbol being larger than Skytread's Decepticon symbol. The weapons are exactly the same, the only difference being the paint application, with one being silver and the other one being maroon. His articulation is exactly the same as Skytread's, so I won't go over all of that right now. He stands at just over 5 inches tall. Now I'll just transform him well quick. The last figure included in this set is the Battlemaster Trenchfoot. Battlemasters are just smaller transformers that turn into weapons for the bigger ones to wield. Trenchfoot turns into a gun. His colour scheme is very similar to Sideswipe's, with him being black and red, so he fits with him very well, and he also comes with a fire effect. All in all, what do I think of the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Autobot Alphastrike Counter Force? I think it's alright. I think Sideswipe's ace, I love his robot mode, I love his car mode. Trenchfoot's okay, and Slamdance, he's alright. Is this set good value for money? No, probably not. You could get all the components individually in other colours for about £40, whereas this one costs £55. But then you wouldn't get this guy, who is the star of the show. I think I love him. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to hit like and subscribe.